Well, hello and welcome to this episode of The Terri Cole Show. My name is Terri Cole. If you're new to this crew and you don't know me, I'm a licensed psychotherapist, a relationship expert, the founder of Boundary Bootcamp and the upcoming Real Love Revolution in January 2021. I'm also the author of a proud book coming out in April of 2021 called Boundary Boss, The Essential Guide to Talk True, Be Seen, and Finally Live Free. So, welcome to the show. If you're just joining me, you're watching this on YouTube, before we get going, make sure you hit the little bell to subscribe to this channel so that every time I do something new and groovy, you will get a little alert telling you of that, so you won't miss a thing. In this episode today, I want to talk about the power of gratitude. That there's something really important, especially about from what we've all been through in this past year, that being grateful for anything that is right in your life right now is a really, really empowering thing to do. And if you're not used to being grateful, if you're someone who focuses on the negative things and being afraid makes you focus on all the bad stuff. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have things that we need to problem solve. So before I even get into my ideas of how you can create a regular gratitude practice, let's get clear about what this isn't. I'm not talking about using gratitude as a way of being hyper positive to avoid the problems in our lives or the society as a whole that need our attention and our action and our care. I'm not talking about bypassing. I'm just simply suggesting that adding more gratitude to your daily life will help how you feel physically, will create more empathy and less aggression. It feels good to be grateful. There was actually a study done, and I think it was 2014 or 2012, where they were looking at people meeting acquaintances. And if you followed up with an acquaintance to say, thank you so much for that, I had a good time or whatever, but you sent a note of thanks. If either party did, that experience, that acquaintance was like a certain higher percentage likely to become an actual friend, going from acquaintance to friend. There was something about gratitude that was very bringing people together. So it's good, better for your social life if you're more grateful. It's also, sometimes we complain a lot or get into focusing on what's wrong because it's easy, because it's a habit, because we're being maybe a little bit lazy. Keep in mind, I'm not minimizing any pain that you may be in. And you can be in pain and also be grateful, even if you're just grateful in your heart, for a good cup of coffee, for a decent night's sleep, for whatever it is that you're grateful for, the people in your life. Who is in your front row? Who are the people who are your big supporters? Be grateful for whatever level of health you do have. Be grateful if you have a roof over your head, no matter what that roof is. So again, it isn't about life being perfect. It's about being able to really see and amplify all that is right in your life right now. If you look at the law of attraction, people talk about how, and I believe that this is so, that we give off an energetic vibe into the world. All of us do. And whatever that vibe is, imagine that it's leaving your body, it's got little hooks on the end of it, and it's going out and it's hooking similar things and dragging those things back into your experience. So I always felt like having a lot of gratitude, besides it making me feel good, appreciating the beauty of nature, that's the kind of gratitude, whether you're seeing it in a park, in Central Park, whether you're watching some nature show on your computer, right? You don't have to live in Wyoming or Montana to be able to appreciate the beauty of the world, whether it's right where you live or not. And there's something about that elevates our ability to then see the beauty, to see more beauty, to be grateful for more things. There really is a domino effect when it comes to gratitude, and this is the same thing in relationships. I find that being in a long-term relationship, my husband and I have been together for 23 years, we're weirdly grateful. Now, I say weirdly only because we're extremely grateful. So you would think maybe it would get boring every day. Whoever makes the bed, the other person says, thanks for making the bed. Whoever changed the laundry, thanks for changing the laundry. Whoever loaded the dishwasher, we don't have, we both of us do a lot of the things in the home together. Whoever did it, the other person is grateful. Why is that? Well, because I don't work for Vic, my husband, and he doesn't work for me. So everything we do for the other is voluntary in my book. Because it builds a well of goodwill between us. So when the shit hits the fan in life, because it does, you have this well of goodwill that really helps the relationship be pretty flexible. You're more durable when you are kind, polite, and grateful to each other on a regular basis. So my friends will be like, you guys are so corny. Like they think that we're corny because we're so grateful. But the truth is, it is a winning formula for us. It doesn't mean that we bypass our problems. We don't. But being grateful for the small things, it also inspires me to want to do things for him and him to want to do things for me. Because I know he will appreciate it. Because he tells me he appreciates it. I feel appreciated. We all need that in a relationship. And gratitude is really a bridge to feeling that way. So let's talk about what you can do. If you're like, I don't know, what does a gratitude practice look like? Let's just keep it super duper simple. Shall we? I think we shall. Keep it to a couple of things. How about you do a gratitude journal? So this lots and lots. And I mean, listen, Oprah was talking about this in the 80s. Like, this is not a new idea, and it's certainly not one that Terri Cole made up. But I do think it's a tried and true one. So some of the things, like where you write down every day 5 things that you're grateful for, let's say. Some of the things you can write in your journal include who inspired you today, what brought you comfort, what brought you joy. If you answer those every day at the end of the day, you are sending a signal to your unconscious mind to be on the lookout for more things to be grateful for. Oh, that did give me comfort. And sometimes the things that give us comfort are just a hot cup of coffee or a nice cup of tea or maybe a nice meal or a 30-minute break to yourself or friends being willing to take your little kids for the weekend so you could be alone with your person. Whatever the thing is, but write about it. Another thing I love to do is write gratitude letters. There are people in all of our lives that we know we owe a gratitude letter to. And it can be people you see all the time, and that's fine. But when I first did this exercise, I was like, I need to thank the guidance counselor in high school who wasn't even my guidance counselor who helped me go to college because my guy wasn't helping me at all. I need to write a letter to him. And I did. Who are those people in your life? And then you can choose every week to just write one. Just write one of those letters. But I started by making a list of who are the people that I feel like I owe a gratitude letter to. Like I have so much gratitude in my heart for them, for what they did for me, but like I never properly acknowledged it. Or people I'm just grateful for all the time, right? So it was a list, and then I just decided. Some people, some of my clients are like, oh, I'm doing one every other day or whatever. I chose to do once a week. That was enough for me. And the third thing to try to think about is trying a walking gratitude meditation. And in the downloadable guide, terricole.com/268, I will give you the instructions on how to do it because you don't need to be a meditator to do it. You just need to be willing to take a walk somewhere to clear your mind. So all the instructions and these 3 steps are going to be in that guide. I want to hear what you have to say about gratitude. You know, I read all the things. So drop your thoughts, your aha moments. If you're going to do this, if anything changed for you, let's do our own little experiment right here on YouTube to see what does happen. If you up your gratitude level, I mean, it is 2 days before U.S. Thanksgiving, what happens in your life, your internal experience and your external experience? So, nosy people want to know, and that is me. So do let me know how this went for you. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking of gratitude, you know what I'm super grateful for? You. I'm grateful that you care about your mental health. I'm grateful that you care about love and boundaries and being physically healthy. I'm so psyched that you are a part of my community right here. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. And know that you are it for me. You are my driving force in all the things that I do. And I super appreciate you. So if you are in the U.S., I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. If you're anywhere else, I hope you have an amazing week. And as always, take care of you.